Hi, my name is Hannah Esch, and I'm with Central Confinement Service. And today we have Keith DeHaan of Protein Processing Services, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about protein processing services, your specific role with that, and let's get started.
Okay.
So, Keith, can you start off just by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Very good. Thank you, Hannah. I am a native of South Dakota. Still have some property there involved there. But I University of UNL at Nebraska, PhD. Left to work in both the livestock area and meat area, and worked through several large packing companies, and now back. As of 2 years ago, I'm back working with startups and startovers in the packing industry, which I've done most of my career, and now a partner with Protein Processing Services. And we're very embryonic and some exciting new growth, and I'm having a lot of fun working within that.
It's an exciting project, but for those people who are watching who don't know what Protein Processing Services is, will you explain that?
Yes, we are a full-service, one-stop shop of providing business planning, feasibility services. We assist in some grant funding. We do a design on new business or expanding businesses. Then we also do site work. We do permitting, and then we build plants. So from the think tank stage all the way through final build, we get involved and try to provide our clients with just a one-stop shop to provide all those kind of services. Now we're working on stage 2 of that, and that is to go provide services beyond the build stage into the actual working operations of those plants.
That's very exciting. And I mean, it has to be a stressful process throughout the whole thing to try to organize all of that. So by having it in a one-stop shop, that's the real deal.
Yes, it is. And that's what the clients have chosen us to participate with them, is because now they don't have to go to 10 different spots. They come to one company, get everything done by that one company, and hopefully we are satisfying their need.
Right. Well, what can you speak specifically on what you do with Protein Processing Services?
I'm the business planner, so I work from the ground roots beginning, helping clients with financial statements, helping them with the business layout, and they need to have those documents to go in front of potential investors and debt service. So bankers and so on will need some kind of a financial statement of what the future project would look like. So that is my role. And then I'm a technical advisor. I'm still a meat packer myself. So I get involved in the planning stages, and then also will help with the technical service of that company once the plant is built. And then my specialty is also new technology. So we try to implement anything that's to help a particular plant be more efficient. As far as technology is concerned, we work on that as well.
Okay, so everything, basically you have a hand in feasibility study, business planning, all the way to training employees, kind of.
Correct.
And you do deal with HACCP some, right?
Yes, I've done a lot of work in the food safety arena in my previous involvement with packing companies. So even though I probably won't be writing the HACCP plans, I'll be overviewing them or assisting them through building it themselves.
Very cool. And that's amazing to have your skill part of this team too. It's been...
Well, I don't own a ranch, so I can't build the plant.
So next question, what trends do you foresee in the protein processing industry, or what should people watch for in the coming years?
Well, we're starting to see a lot of trend and it's been happening for the last 10 years, and that is the buy local has really been impactful. And so livestock producers are now getting involved in downstream businesses, and it's happening very rapidly. Mm-hmm. You would certainly understand that yourself, but we're seeing it all over the United States. We're seeing that livestock producers themselves want to access beyond the farm gate. This allows them to do it. The protein processing services are initially just working with smaller plants, what we consider about a load-a-day plant. That not getting up into the large plants where they're doing 500 plus a day, but rather a load a day to start. So they're not getting ahead of their headlights as far as investment and risk, but yet still being large enough to take advantages of scale. And that seems to be working really well. So we are designing facilities that do multiple species under a load a day, but the most popular plans we're working with now are load a day plus, maybe up to that around 300 plus animals per day. It's kind of a very popular and trendy size of operations that we're designing and planning.
Very cool. So without giving away any trade secrets, are there any innovations within those plants that you're excited about and want to share?
Well, we think that we can apply a technology, a centralized technology that is applicable to all the plants we're building. So that not every single plant needs to install the technology. It can be installed centrally and being applied to all the other smaller plants as if it was a satellite business. And that way the smaller plants don't have to invest huge sums of money, but yet they can still involve themselves in the application of that technology. So we're working on several things right now, and I would not have the liberty to tell you what they are right now, but we're excited about their development.
Okay, well, good. My last question is just for anybody who's looking to start up or maybe expand a meat packing facility, do you have any pieces of advice for them?
Yes, there are two areas that are oftentimes, I'm not saying they're always ignored, they just don't apply the amount of time and resources necessary. Two areas. One is the marketplace. What does the marketplace offer you? And if you haven't explored it, you better explore it before you invest money in processing an animal to sell into that world. So there's a lot of opportunity there if it's explored and if they do their homework. Second thing is just the capital that it takes. Sometimes it's not all that difficult to find capital to build. It is somewhat difficult to find capital, the working capital that it needs to get on to where you become self-financed. That takes a while. And when you start these plants up, you're going to lose money. There's no way you're going to make money for a while. Our average is somewhere around 18 months before they start cash flowing and they start working. Well, you got to make sure that you can cover the losses for that 18-month period. Now, that's just that's kind of an average thumb rule, but nevertheless, it's very realistic. So we oftentimes really have to work hard on the working capital needs of a plant as well.
Very interesting. So make sure the demand is there.
Yes.
And then working capital is extremely important.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Anything else you want to add?
Can't think anything right now, but check with us in a year to see how well we've done or where it goes from here.
We'll have to do an update video.
Yes, 1 year from today.
Right.
The date.
Yes. Well, if anybody is interested in contacting Protein Processing Services, you can visit the website proteinprocessingservices.com.